Well, good morning, everybody. We're here right on time, which is unusual.
We are on time, Jonathan.
Yeah. How are you feeling this morning?
I'm feeling tired.
Oh,
I think I got to get a new water heater. That's not fun. I've
that
been
is
renting my whole life.
yeah,
You know what I mean? So
yeah,
like, when you rent your whole life, it's like water heater. Hey landlord,
right.
hey fucking slumlord, put in a fucking water heater. Now I'm the slumlord. I'm my own slumlord.
Oh
So I
shit, it'll never
gotta,
get done.
yeah. Maybe I don't need hot showers,
I
John.
don't think so, especially with a kid. No, no reason to have warm water.
When you were here, was the shower hot? Like, was there hot water when you were
I
here, or
don't
was it?
recall if there was like a long wait period waiting for it to heat up, but I will say the water pressure was spectacular.
Oh, it's good water pressure.
Oh yeah, it's like the kind that Kramer is dreaming of.
Oh yeah, Kramer loves he loves a good he loves a good water he loves good water pressure.
Yeah, buying
Yeah,
those elephant.
yeah, the
Uh,
elephant he buys it in the back of the trunk.
yeah,
Like, this will this will be the one that does you.
that is a man that was the king of uh, physical comedy.
Yeah, fucking great physical comedian. Who are the best physical?
Him, Chris Farley,
Chris
um,
Farley, yeah, good dude. That's a great one.
Kevin James is pretty good. I mean, he had a whole stand up bit about it.
Kevin James, yeah, was he like? I didn't really watch his show that much. Um,
Well, it was like a stand up bit. That was really the only time I saw him do like straight up physical comedy. That's the only thing I can think of. So I don't. It may not be enough to put him on the list, but he was good at it. I think he may have done it on like a Tonight Show as well.
okay. Dust Tape says Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean is a good one. Mr. Bean is
Okay,
all physical comedy, right?
that's true. Yeah.
John Ritter, remember? Like
Maybe.
I used to watch when I was growing up, like old episodes of Three's Company, and
Yeah.
like he was a really good. Yeah, there's not a lot. Jim Carrey, that's a good one. There's not a lot of like. I'm trying to think like nowadays. Everybody like most comedians are kind of like too cool for the room. Like there's not a lot of like physical comedians, like physical comics, right?
Yeah.
Like where you just see somebody just like fall on his ass and you just laugh.
Melissa McCarthy.
Is she? Is she a physical comedian?
Yeah, she does that shit all the time.
Does
There
she?
was, it's like every time she's on SNL, she's like jumping or flying or falling through walls or landing on shit.
Okay. John, you're a
Um,
pretty good physical comedian.
I don't know about that.
Remember when I met you and you just fell and I
Yeah.
started laughing? I
Oh
was like,
yeah.
ah, ha, 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 and I just laughed.
And I laid on the ground like, not again.
And I'm like, oh, John.
Well, good morning to the chat too, as well.
Good
Also,
morning. Hello.
um, we got a good group to start us off here. Today is a great day because we live in a time where um, turtle vans have never been better, even if it's a small scale. I mean, people were buying those JoyToy ones left and right, so there's no excuse for people to be like, "Oh, it's 1/18 scale." It's like, no, you like Ninja Turtles. This is the thing you're going to get. I think the van is good enough that people will buy that, and maybe nothing else from JoyToy, but there will also be a big chunk of people that go, "Ah, shit," and then they buy the turtles as well.
Yeah, it's I already know of two people that did that
Yeah,
that asked me for like, because yeah, this van is essentially like a gateway drug
yeah,
into Joy Toy because it's so cool. This fucking party wagon is just so good that like I yeah, two people that I know, and probably more, two people that have verbalized this to me, sorry, are like
yeah,
all
right.
right, I bought the party wagon, then I had to get the turtles, and it's It's wild, John.
It's
Fucking
stupid.
wild, bro.
It's enough to piss some people off because
Yes.
it's money
Yeah.
you're now spending that you were like, no, 2 years. I haven't bought anything JoyToy.
I know they
Welcome.
but yeah, that's the power of like just doing good shit. It's like I said this about their bebop. I was like, this
Yeah.
bebop is the best bebop that
Yeah.
exists. Like not just in the 118 scale, it's just like the best one. It's just like they they they're just on fire, man.
They're
They're just
masters of their craft. That's for damn sure. Because the levels of articulation at the scale that they're doing is insane. So if they ever did say we're going to play in the 112 space, which I don't think they need to, and I don't think they will,
no,
not with
they
that kind
don't.
of stuff,
Yeah.
because
Don't play in the 112 space.
right. It's too crowded for one, but they'll crush it if they do. But it's like 118's their thing. They do a ton of stuff. They're really good at. They're kings of their castle. But if they try to do the 112, it's definitely going to be harder for them. But then they just kind of like fall into the slump of like a bunch of shit.
Right, right. And that's a different plus there's just something cool about like all of the JoyToy turtles can basically fit on one shelf of a Detolf. Like everything they have. Maybe not with the van, but like um they're not space killers.
Right. Now, the Triceratons, I guess some of them are in space. So that could be a space killer. But that's a little different. And I don't know if
Wow,
JoyToy
John,
is going
that
to play in that space. That's more of like a NECA's space right now. Space. Look,
you're talking
there's
outer space.
yeah, which is where we're at right now, believe it or not.
Yeah, we're always in outer space, right,
Mhm.
John?
Yeah, there's never a time when you're not
Yeah.
flying through space at 1,000 miles an hour.
Yeah, that's right.
It's fucking stupid. All right, I'm gonna do a screen share. If you want to say some nice things to the chat, pull up some messages.
What if the
Well,
19
before you do, I do want to clarify. This is JoyToy's website. We're going to see a lot of photos we've never seen. $140 is great. However, it doesn't ship to the US. Okay. So this is just purely to show off the item. We have links in the descriptions to Calcus, and you can support either one of us with those links, plus the promo codes. Plus, I'll pull up things like this on the screen throughout the video, so you can like scan that thing and go to it, and then I'll have one for Mad Hatter as well. Or you can
scan what?
Huh?
No, nothing.
Nostalgia's box.
We got Broku Studios right here. Being a bro, we got Pickle D right here. A little Bane. Pickle D, I checked the DMs. Check your DMs now, bro. Fucking fabulous job. Oh my, John, when I show you these pictures that Pickle D sent me, you're gonna fucking flip, bro. You got Rhett Simpson, you got D Jackets, you got Reed is in the house, you got Rabbit McGavin, you got Toka Dat Razoring, you got Toy Juander, you got Arturo Castillo, you got Elio, you got how do we say this? 6CJG9. I'm not okay. I'm not okay, man. You got Plucky right here. You got Vexen Toys right here. You got a good deal of people here in this morning. Sea Shadow. You got Robot Reviews, Impossible Pie Productions, just Alan doing Alan things. Afternoon Johnny had a golden shower at Hat. Oh, I mean, it's not wrong, John.
After my
Christian Lazo, Figure Fight Club. What's up, buddy? Joey Halom with the Boker Tov bitches. Okay. Invested in a tankless. I don't know anything about water heaters. I gotta look that up. Mother Slug. I'm assuming that's what Joey's talking about. Little Bean Boy, and so much more. Okay, I can't read anymore, guys. Also, we got a super chat. I can read one more. $4.99. Morning. What is your favorite turtle van so far? Thank you for the super chat, bud. Is it lame to be like this one?
This one,
This is what beats this turtle van?
nothing.
What's better than this turtle van?
Nothing. Somebody mentioned on my Instagram post that, like, as a car person, this thing hits all the right notes, and I couldn't agree more. It's got like the fender flares, it's got the spoiler, well, the lip on the front.
Got the weathering.
Oh god, yeah. Even the tires and the rims have the wheels, the rim of the wheel and the tire has like specific weathering on there. I know I was scrolling through really fast, but I saw somebody say they wanted to see figures in there to get a better idea of the scale. It's like it's a good solid fit for the turtles, it seems, but considering they're like the
Ooh.
smallest in the line other than the humans, the Bebop Krang is gonna like tower over this thing. Everybody's gonna be huge compared to this. Um, I think this is a perfect. Plus, we have dimensions down here, which somebody had asked about, and this is the only place I've seen was actual JoyToy's website. They actually posted up the dimensions.
Dimension X, what?
Yeah, in centimeters, which is the proper way to measure things. Yeah, this is going to be very reasonably sized. That, like, if you don't have turtles to put in it, who gives a shit? You're gonna love this thing, and it's gonna shine.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not too big. It's like, I don't know. The sizing looks get back to work, Toy Stalker. It's yeah, it's like just enough. It's a perfect version. I have my NECA turtle van right here. Man, it pales in comparison to this, man. It's like nobody's like, wow, it's so good, man. And look, this is kind of this is JoyToy's bread and butter, right? Like vehicles. Like, I mean, isn't that their big fucking? I mean, they do everything, but
Yeah, 'cause all the Warhammer stuff that they do, they have a lot of vehicles for the different lines they have. But this is, oh god, it's so fucking good. And then we're gonna look at the accessories because a keen eye may have noticed already that there's like actual smoke effects to go into
I
the
saw
exhaust.
that too. That we got to talk about that. First off,
So I'm gonna scroll
Coconut
back to the top.
Retar right here, gifting 20 memberships, repping hard for the MHR. Thank you for the support on the channel. God knows I need it. Okay.
Huh.
Let's go through who got the bump. You got Focus. This one here makes me sad. John, this one's about to make me real sad. Okay. Okay. Joey Halom is a member. Joey,
How
although
many times has he
Joey sent
received?
me a lot of beautiful things. So,
How
I
many
can't.
times has he received a free membership? That's what I want to know.
Yes, exactly. This one also makes me sad. Mother Slug, but it's okay. You got hey. Am I the only person who reads member chats and guilts people like that I read, John? Like, is that common practice for other people?
Perhaps this is why they don't renew it themselves.
I think you're right, John. You got Hayes right here. Welcome, shelf presence. I got family. You got the Christopher Preston. You got why can't I like read the names before they show up? Arcade Broke. You got Mr. Dipset. Mr. Dipset. I like that. There's some new people here. You got the Rising King. The Rising King. You got Rogo right here. You got Burgos LJ. Welcome all these new people. You got Aaron Easton. Not anybody just gets Aaron Easton, John. Okay, if you got Aaron Easton as your fucking member, you're doing good. You're doing good in life. And that goes the same for Rodimus Power Toy Collector, and also Skyfall, which is to me the lesser of the James Bond movies, but it's okay.
Great
You got
song though, at least.
yeah, the song's good. You got the Gray Skull, you got Ekwan, DJ the Hammer, you got Mason J, who talks a lot of shit. I'm not gonna lie. And then you got Space Beast, and then you got, last but not least, you got Topher Khan. So welcome Thank you, Tokadat Razor. Tokadat Razor are keeping the flame alive. Now that we hit 20K. I know to John that's like small potatoes. He's like the first week he hit 20K. Okay, but like here, fucking means something.
No, you should be more upset at my second channel. Really.
Why is it? Did it also pass 20K?
No, it's at 7 already. Now that I'm taking it
that's
a little
pretty
more
fucking
serious.
good.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, but John, you what's a way I can get out of this? You pay per views?
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. That's good.
All my views are bots.
Yeah.
So you pointed it out in your video that the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle imp is up here on the spoiler, which is on, well, spoiler alert. This is on the Playmates one, a version of this. Like it has a background color in the Playmates, but that's the only time we've seen it. And I honestly am not sure how I feel about it. I kind of don't want it there.
I also think it would be smart to maybe have like a swap out on that, because
Yeah.
I could see a lot of people also thinking the same way you're thinking, where I'll say this, if I had my druthers, I would probably opt to not have it rather than have it.
Yeah.
But it, you know, is what
There's
it is.
something about like how incredible this whole thing is, but then that logo to me is like, that's the logo for the show. The Turtles wouldn't put that. They didn't make a logo. They just put turtles on their stuff. So this is a logo for the show, and then you have like in show labeling that they use. I'm probably wrong. This is probably all over stuff in the show as well, but because the blimp just says turtles, I think. But it just throws it off and makes it seem like a toy. I'm okay with the one on the front, but oh well.
Well, the one in the front is like canon.
Yeah,
you're like used to it. But I kind of was thinking the same thing. I was like, I think if there was a swap, if there was a swap out,
yeah,
it would be more effective. Okay, and I say it that way because this thing is probably going to sell like fucking crazy. So
yeah.
this is,
this is like being so picky.
Yeah, like people are not going to care, but I do agree that because in one case, in one case, like it comes with its own, like people like displays, and then they like having like a logo, like having X-Men figures and then having the word X. So this essentially does that for you if you have it in the center and this and that. But I totally agree with you. Like it's like it should have been, or who, I don't know, maybe that thing can flip and you can see I don't know. But yes.
I think this is going to be the perfect description of what the styling is. When you're like, what does this styling remind me of? We talked about like aftermarket car parts, if you're into cars, all that stuff. This is if Need for Speed Underground came out today and then they started doing a lot of crossover stuff and bringing in like vehicles from pop culture into Need for Speed Underground. That's what this would be. This would be an exclusive thing. It's $20 to get this added to your roster. And now you can drive the turtle van, and then it's got all the infamous noises from Need for Speed of turbos and NOS.
Yeah. Yeah. Need for Speed. That's a good pull, John.
Yeah. That's when it was like all the modifications were over the top. But it's just working so well here. It's definitely got to be on an air ride system so that they can go over bumps. You know what I mean? It's got to like lift up and then go over. Like they go to a parking lot and they're like,
yeah,
hey guys, we're in a parking lot. There's speed bumps. Hey Mikey, hit the air compressor. That's what these red things are. That's part of their air ride system.
Yes, yeah.
So as we have seen from photos, and we're going to see a lot more new ones today, there is a lot happening here. This thing has so much going on as far as like parts that move and function, and it's not just there for looks, including the front of it, where the which I don't know, up until yesterday I thought this was a spare tire on the front, but apparently the spare tire is on the back, and this is something totally different on the front.
Yeah, that's where they hide their pizza, right?
Yeah. Yeah, which we'll get to. I love that they're already including all the action stuff. It's not going to be an accessory that they'll promise and never deliver on NECA. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
did I just say NECA? Um, yeah, so the spare tire, which does come off, the front cover, which does come off. I like that the radar thing on the front, on the top, is actually like a an acrylic plastic instead of
Yeah.
just paint.
Yeah.
Looks really nice.
Look how good the front looks.
It's so frustrating how good it is.
Yeah.
It's got
They they,
just the
they
right amount of styling from the 80s animation.
yeah, they nailed that. The front, how it
Yeah.
has that kind of curved nose look like the turtles have.
Yeah. This
Um,
this is definitely Volkswagen bus more than ever. Like the way this curves down, the way the whole front curves, like they really were inspired by that.
yeah. Yeah, and then just there is something I like about it just being that compact and, just keeping all the bros together like that.
Mhm.
All the little detail, man. God. John, how did they do such a good job at this scale?
I wish I fucking knew. And it's funny because they're still including a lot of stuff from the cartoon, which we saw with NECA, which was stuff that didn't make sense. Like these look like windows on the left and right side of the radar system on the NECA one and on this and in the cartoon, but those you don't see out, can't see out the window. So it's like maybe
Yeah.
they were windows at one point, but then because they modified it and added the spoiler on the sides, you can't. But the fact they kept that, and there's so much. I mean, if you have the NECA one, you're looking at this thing going, "Oh yeah, there's a lot of the same shit."
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Where you take like the Shredder, and he's clearly not inspired by the '87 stuff. So it's just been interesting collecting all this whole line and seeing the inspiration come from different areas.
Yeah, I mean, that's been their model where I mean, yeah, Shredder is like a hodgepodge of like I would say probably 2003 Turtles, like maybe he's closest to that. The Foot Soldiers almost feel like they're like Last Ronin Foot Soldiers.
Yeah.
Like they pull inspiration, but then you have Bebop and Rocksteady who are cartoon Bebop and Rocksteadies
Hmm.
just with a little bit of realism. So they kind of have their own decision on they don't follow any rules. They're like, these are our own turtles. And but they've not been like I don't think they've been wrong so far. I think Shredder is the Shredder is aesthetically pleasing, but he doesn't really pose all that well. Like he just does
Yeah.
he'll just stand in one pose. So that one I've been on record that I probably love the least out of all of
Same.
them.
Same.
But their April is so good. Like just they gave her like the with the black gloves and she looks like a tactical character.
Yeah.
So they're making their own. They're creating their own sort of like style with like a mix of shit. VPG is here with the 4.99. Thanks, bud. I haven't gotten into JoyToy yet. How are they with customer service? Has anyone had any issues?
I don't know if
Um,
nobody in the US has dealt with JoyToy directly because,
yeah,
well, at least not with the turtle stuff. They don't ship to the US. So it's all about going through the store that's selling it, like Calcus or something.
yeah, like it's if there's something wrong with your Joy Toy figure, you would essentially, I would just go to the retailer themselves and see if you can do a return or something. Luckily, I have never had to deal with it.
Yeah, all of their stuff's been great. I mean, Calcus is where we both get everything. The only issue I've had was my foot soldier A and B had the same head. I didn't get the damaged head on the B foot soldier, but whatever. Who cares? Yeah, there's the secret This isn't a spare tire. It's a secret pizza holder.
That pizza, I think, would be kind of like gnarly, no? By like if you,
Well, look at all the
um,
tech in there. This is probably like a.
it
It's
just
got.
keeps it all nice and
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. It's like, you know how they try to put like a. Oh, it's not just a glove box. It's also a cooler in your car,
Oh
and
yeah,
it's
that's
just like
right.
the
Yeah,
air coming in and like trying to. It's like.
yeah. Although the engine kind of heats the pizza up, I guess.
Well, yeah, I'm assuming based on the way this is designed, because you can stand back here, that this has to be a front engine vehicle,
Right.
even though if it's based on an old van, it should be back here. Maybe it just runs on willpower.
Right. Yeah. Dust Tape says that is a massive slice of pizza. Yes, it's huge. That pizza would instantly
It's a New York slice, baby.
be rugged. No technology is saving that slice. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody was mentioning now the pizza would be. Oh, sorry, are we competing with?
No, I'm trying to put your QR up to give people a chance, and every time I put it up, you take
Oh,
it
sorry.
away.
Put it up, John, because I'll
Whatever.
show this. Somebody asked for this. You asked for it. So, John, how do you feel now about the NECA turtle van?
It feels old and outdated. It's so square and boxy, which I never really appreciated. They squared it off way too much. But
John, what if you did the live stream talking to the turtle van?
as the turtle van,
Yeah,
oh,
like what
you're
if
the van.
have they ever done it where the turtle van was a character? Like the turtle van became like an anthropomorphic, like this
It's
was
crazy
fake.
they didn't. I mean, that's a perfect Ghostbusters crossover.
Yeah, like he just has his face, and he's like, "Hey, John, what's up, dude? What's going on, buddy?" And then
Um,
talk to the turtle. I'm the turtle van. You want to do a show together?
yeah, buddy. Let's schedule one in the future.
I like how John went through like a shame spiral, not wanting to entertain this bit.
No, we're over it.
But I
We're
mean,
all
well, to NECA's credit, this is what it looks like in the cartoon,
well.
somewhat, right?
Sometimes there's just so many iterations of the way it was drawn in the cartoons. Like they did a great job. I still enjoy that van, but looking at them side by side, this JoyToy one that's not a direct copy from the cartoon is just brings me way more joy. Okay, see how we did that. You can put it down now, buddy.
John, I wanted to do the whole live stream talking to you
You should.
through the van.
Yeah. Okay, you're doing a great job, buddy. I love it.
I thought that would be cute.
You are cute.
Oh,
So, really fun thing happening back here is that it's not only a spare tire mount, but there are tools in there. And I think a lot of people miss that. So there are tools that store in there. You can take the wheel off so they can change it. Also, earlier we saw the front wheels do turn like left and right. They rotate and they turn left and right, which is great.
Right.
You get this. This is kind of a crazy alert thing. Maybe is this a real thing in other countries?
I feel like that isn't like that, exactly what you just said. I feel like that's something that's relevant to not America.
Yeah. Road cones are great. Oh, this is such a great set, man. You get so much stuff. Now, these guys you can buy separately. They're the Roadkill Rodney pack.
Yeah, is them fighting the little baby boys.
Little baby boys. You get the launch pad. So we know you get the thing that shoots out the whatever on the top. You also get the launch pad.
Launchpad McQuack confirmed.
There's an effect piece in here. So I can't make anything for this except for maybe some windows. That's unfortunate.
Oh, look at John. John's already thinking of what he can make.
But they're also curved, which would be a serious challenge.
Yeah, that'd be a bitch, dude.
I want to get to some of the shots we haven't seen. So here we go. So there's like the grappling hooks that go up there. maybe they bend a little bit because like they seem to be kind of curved a little differently. So maybe
Oh,
they're
I
like
didn't
a
notice that those were grappling hooks that pop
yeah.
out.
Mm-hmm. Grappling hooks, you shoot lasers. This angle of the radar shows us that you can like tilt it, so it's not just a left and right swivel, it actually goes up and down. So many things to notice. The smoke effects for the exhaust makes me so happy. This is the kind of
I
shit
know.
that like really brings me joy. Having effects that plug into weapons and
Right.
then smoke effects.
Yeah, yeah. That's a beautiful little touch. Joy Toys makes Johnny a Joy Boy.
Yeah.
Trademark the copyright. At Needles.
Joy
Needles.
Boy reviews.
Yeah. The smoke effects, dude. I didn't even know. I'm learning that. This van is still giving to me. Like I'm learning that for the first time in real time right now.
This is like the only thing it's missing at this point are like burnout effects, smoke things.
Yeah.
Damn, it's so good. All right, so looking at all the accessory pieces here, we got the three road cones we saw. This hazard thing, which looks like the thing on your dash. I don't know what this is. Have we seen this in an image somewhere?
I don't know what that is either.
Um, we have the grappling hook launcher. We have the radar. We have the launch pad mechanism, which could also be used for the grappling hook. We have this yellow piece, which I think is maybe how the spare tire mounts.
Yeah.
Yes, I think so. So the spare tire, which is over here on the right, connects using this adapter and this thing to lock it in. I can hopefully you can see my mouse moving when I'm doing this.
I do.
Okay.
I
You get
take
two fire extinguishers. You get two blast effects, so you can. They're all using that same probably like 2 or 3 millimeter adapter. So these will plug into the side mounted gun on the inside or the blasters on the roof. You get two types of wrenches. You get the other blast effects, the three
Mhm.
grappling hooks, two types of screwdrivers, a hammer, two smoke effects, which same adapter piece. So here you go, folks. Those smoke effects will go into
Oh,
your
yeah, they'll
ammo,
go into the guns. Get some
which
smoking guns, bro.
fucking awesome. Great for photographers. They're gonna love the shit out of this thing. You get the launch pad, which has foot pegs, so that's nice. Plus, it has mounts for stands. It looks like that's what I'm assuming. These four what are these hexagons? um, the spare tire, and then the cover, which I believe this cover is an alternative. This is where the tools were. So like they took
Right.
the wheel down. So maybe you can stack them all. We'll have to go through these photos now that we saw that. So we're gonna look for this like weird bumpy thing, and then we're gonna look for how this tire gets mounted. Do they all stack there, or is it like an optional part? I don't know
Quip
about
says,
that.
"I don't think you'll need to make anything for this. It comes with so many bells and whistles." Oh, Quip just fucking insulted you, John.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
He just basically
Appreciate
said,
that a
"You know
lot.
what? We don't wanna buy your shit, John."
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I that's what
Joey
I call
Palone.
a son of a bitch.
Yes, with the 199, thank you, buddy. Had her Wiser camera horizontally flipped. Is it?
No, it used to be. Yes, it is. Actually, it is. Mirror your image here. Boom. There you go. He's back, baby.
Oh,
Um, let's also notice the side window, I think, can come out or something because it's clearly in play at this moment. Also, how do these doors open? Is it just this upper half? They might not even open. So we're looking for the window. We're looking for the weird bumpy thing, and the way the thing mounts in the back. The weird bumpy thing.
yeah, what is that?
So there's the setup with the toolbox. which is different than the way it's mounted for the tire. So I don't think you're going to mount these together because this thing's way wider than the way the wheel setup is.
Oh man, look at all them coming out.
I know.
That's so good.
What a display. Even if this is all you just get these 4 and this thing and put it in its own display case. But then you're going to look at it and go, oh, it'd be awesome if I had Krang like kind of coming from behind on the back side of the, oh, fuck. And then you buy them all.
Yeah. That's
Welcome to hell.
Welcome to hell.
It's a good place to be. It's a good place. Yeah. So this, it does not appear that you can stack all of those toolbox and tire things.
Yeah. Like in one, just
Yeah.
have it all up there.
Still looking for the weird bumpy thing. And
John's
maybe
not a
these
mystery
windows
guy.
don't come out. I don't know. Am I?
John wants to find weird bumpy things. That's
yeah. The Hatter bump.
The Hatter bump.
I am also okay. So the door is open right here, so we can notice that. Oh, there's a table in the back. I skimmed over that.
Oh,
that's pretty.
Wait, maybe it's the table. Maybe the front of the table is, or the top of the table is that thing.
Oh, maybe there's like a little bit of a color there. Yeah.
Guys, I think I cracked it. Not John, me.
So the door does open only at the upper half, so it doesn't go like kind of down the side like the NECA one.
Yeah, you're probably gonna have a fun time getting the turtles in there.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna remove that roof to do it. I also want to know what the license plate means. If there's like an Easter egg with that license plate, because I think it's the same thing. It's on Raphael's shell. Same numbers and letters.
Maybe that's the number to JoyToy.
RGT 483. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, come on, chat. What's RGT 483 mean? It's got to be something, right?
So I don't think the windows can come out of the doors because I've seen the window is there in every shot. I thought for sure I saw them like kind of leaning out of it, but I guess I'm just a fucking idiot.
Yeah,
no surprise
sure you
there.
are. Do you think those 3 blaster things are they just there for the grapples, or can you put? I wonder if you can put like the blast effects coming out of those.
Yeah, we'll go back down to the grappling hooks and see if the plug is the same. It looks different here. Whatever. There's literally nothing to complain about. I mean, the only thing that I had an issue with, which was just trying to be like a design decision, was to remove the logo from the spoiler, but
RGT is almost TGRI backwards. That's right. Quip might be onto something. Maybe it's just like a cute TGRI like reference or something. Although they have the rights to make this. This is a licensed product.
Right. Oh, man, it's so good.
John, are you in love with this JoyToy van?
I am. It is a decision to say that the windows cannot come out. This is what experience with the NECA one was the same way. I really wish there was a way to remove those windows from the...
How many of these vans remove the windows?
Well, they either have them or they don't have them. Nobody's allowing you to remove it. But it's like it's either included in the door or it's not. And I think Super 7 does not have the side windows. Can't remember.
It's Big Gonzo saying, look at the photos. The tire and toolbox go on together. You scroll up.
Well, there's this really close shot. The toolbox is like way wider than the so like you can kind of see this thing. This is that adapter piece we were looking at. That's down there in the accessories. So there's like this kind of unusually shaped adapter, which is this thing over here. So that adapter plugs into whatever's on the back of the door. This thing is way wider than the wheel. So you can't cover the toolbox up with the wheel.
So you got to make a choice.
You got to make
is
a
what
choice.
We're saying.
Gotta make a choice. So these look like the same width as these plugs. So maybe you can put anything into those grappling things.
It says go to a screenshot where the door is open.
Okay. Yeah, that one. You can still see that that's the weird shaped thing to mount the wheel.
That's the adapter.
Yeah.
That's not the toolbox.
There's no toolbox there. This is look at how massive that toolbox is. Plus it's using the 2 plugs to mount it right there. You can see.
John, I'm gonna go toolbox.
Yeah,
because there's a tire in the front. Essentially,
I
mean,
pizza,
I know it's not technical,
and you're always gonna know that.
I'll just have a wheel just hanging out.
It would be fun if you could easily remove one of these wheels, but I seriously doubt you can because it's got the cap on there. I'm sure there's like a screw underneath this. You'd have to remove that cap, unscrew it, and then get the wheel off if you were wanting to, like, pretend like you're actually swapping the wheel out.
Right.
Plus, it's
well, Patrick Gerard says just buy 2, John. There you go.
Oh,
there you go, bro.
Honestly, for the price,
I know the thing is like $150 pretty much to your door. Yeah. Maybe you can make an LED conversion kit for the head and tail lights, but that's more in size wheelhead. That's true. John, you don't fuck around with the with electronics very much, huh?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing.
Michael Miller saying, I also love that they only have. I also love that they only have a spare front wheel.
Right.
They got a flat in the rear. They're fucked.
Yeah. Such is the life.
Well, I mean, the turtles, they fly by the seat of their pants.
Yeah. Such is the life of the. I'm trying to. What is this? Stance Nation. These stance boys, where they slam their cars and they get this major, like, look at the side of the wheel doesn't even touch the ground. They're clearly inspired by that, like, type of community.
God, dude, the weathering for essentially 150 to your door, the weathering is shit you would see. Like, it reminds me of like Duarte, like how he does like really nice weather. Yeah. Like you get like this beautifully. And look, we're going by images, but so far I don't think there's been one JoyToy I've gotten that wasn't the same as the prototype or the the promo images.
Right.
But like it's like just the fact that you get that awesome like looking weathering and it feels like all textured just makes this feel like it's just like a fucking steal, man. It's so fucking good, dude. Yes. I'm gonna have my turtles playing the Star Wars chess game from the Millennium Falcon
on that weird ass table.
Yeah, on that little table, they're gonna be playing it with that little. Yeah, that's gotta be the table, dude. Because you see it at the top, you can see like the extension of the table, like the bottom part.
Yeah, definitely the table. What the fuck is that texture?
Yeah.
Maybe it's a cushion. Maybe it's like a stool and that's supposed to be like little pads. I don't think so.
Whip is saying maybe the tires are an airless technology that Donnie developed.
Oh, there you go.
Donnie can make anything. He has a turtle blimp that he made.
Yeah. Speaking of, I mean, obviously, if this thing does well, which I'm sure it will, because it's going to sell to people that aren't buying the figures, there's no reason they don't do more vehicles.
Someone said in my the video I made that like this might be like JoyToy's like last thing they do for turtles or something. Like this is like their kind of like swan song thing. There's no way.
No.
There's no, like, with all these other characters left to do and the money that they have to be making, they're going to renew the license. Like if it is an end of the licensing, there's no way. These guys are hot right now. Okay. And I'm sure they love money.
Yeah. I think at a certain point you just go, Well, let's just keep making them.
Yeah.
People like this stuff?
Yeah.
Ugh.
And Nickelodeon, we've seen. I mean, I saw
I mean,
yesterday.
fucking Todd McFarlane has
Yeah, that
license.
shitty McFarlane figure. Nickelodeon is just here to play. They're just like, yeah, whatever. You want to make turtles? Here's the fee.
Yeah,
And JoyToy's like, yeah, we'll pay that shit.
they don't
We'll
care.
fucking and you're welcome for the fucking most awesome van ever.
And at this scale, this is the possibility of it. Like, you can get this guy because we know the dimensions, and if you have things like Krang and Bebop, like some of these bigger guys, the Triceratons, you know that this thing is surprisingly still small because the turtles are scaled to fit so perfectly in it that this isn't a huge thing.
No, this is a very cozy
Yeah,
van.
give me a second. I'm gonna get my tape measure, and then I'll find something in here is 20 centimeters tall. How about that? How about that?
While John is gone, I would love to tell you guys about the Church of Shuma-Gorath and why you should join. Church of Shuma-Gorath. Shuma-Gorath is a merciful God. Okay, he can be cruel. He can be. Okay, but if you are willing to donate $1.99 to the church, you might get one of these in the mail. I'm not saying that I'll send it to everybody who joins the Church of Shuma-Gorath in the mail, but a few lucky people might get this.
A few.
And oh, John, hey, you're back. I'm talking about the turtle bag.
I hope you were telling people the good word of Shuma-Gorath and how he is our savior.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, look at John's scale.
It's 8 inches tall, by the way. What'd you say?
Look at John's beautiful scaling.
The van is 8 inches tall. 8 inches.
Damn.
What the fuck? I
inches.
gotta find something that like more people would have, because I'm like sitting here thinking about what I have available. I got an iPhone 16 Pro Max. There you go.
Yeah.
Just a little bit taller. Barely taller.
John, do you have a JoyToy that you can
Well, I'm trying to think of things that people have that they're more likely to have, because there's a lot of people that don't buy JoyToy.
Right. Everybody has a Flipboard, of course. Right. John Hatter was trying to get us to join a call. John, don't read the super chat.
Okay.
I like this one. Hatter's one adult anime away from really diving into tentacle culture. Oh,
whoa!
I'm post dive.
Post dive.
Oh, I've seen what's out there, guys. Pretty fucking wild.
Okay, trying to do this the best.
Look at that little Bert.
So Bert is just shy of 7 inches, and my finger is at the 8-inch mark.
Okay.
Does that help?
Yes, it does. I just thought of Ghostbusters JoyToys. I just thought of that, guys. Hello? Is anybody fucking listening? $1.99. Joey Halom. Praise be to Shuma-Gorath. Thank you for that, buddy. Trash Around My Plastic is here with the $10 USD. Good day, lad. Sorry I couldn't explain last week, Johnny, but I gave you, John, I'm reading your chat, so just bear if that's okay.
Please.
But I gave you the Venom because I forgot why you didn't want that Captain America, but I did. So I gave you the 40th anniversary in its place, just in case you needed one. Jonathan, there you go. You got to thank Trash Around.
Well, all right, I appreciate it. No, I'm thankful regardless, especially with Albasai making those effects for Venom. One day, if that little bastard ever makes them, the little gnome.
I know, what a fucking lazy piece of shit that Abasai is. Fucking lazy asshole.
Just to help you out here, the top of the NECA van, the spoiler section of the NECA van is 11 inches.
Okay.
The top of this thing is 8 inches, which means that this is probably, see if that's let me try to do it I'm gonna zoom in. I'm gonna make the screen 20 centimeters so I can give you a better idea what the fuck is happening here. So that is probably around. If you just go to the top of the front, where the mouse is right now, that's like just under 5 inches, right here. So this is a small ass vehicle, is what I'm saying.
Well, I'm just going by the pictures of like the turtles and how they fit in. I mean,
right, but people don't have those turtles.
That's true. That's true.
And the
Yeah, you're
turtles
not
are
getting
small.
a giant vehicle if you've never if you never dived into JoyToy. Like these will look great with your JoyToy figures, but
Yes.
JoyToy is a small scale. You know, is 1/18 scale.
Yeah.
Just FYI. I gotta acknowledge Joey Rios with the 199 donating to the Church of Shuma-Gorath. John, we're gonna make this happen. Okay, that's how I'm gonna start making my money as televangelist. Brian Brink is here, so you can have your TVC Stormtroopers commandeer this band.
Brian Brink bought a backdrop from me.
Oh, Brian Brink also bought a flipboard, John. So you're not the only one flexing with Brian Brink.
Damn it. So this cult that you're going to do, is it going to turn into like one of those like weird sexual ones where like nobody is allowed to have a sexual partner, but you can have all the sexual partners?
Well, I don't. Shuma-Gorath is works through me,
right?
Like, so I can only go by what.
Oh, okay. Yeah. My tentacle is his tentacle, which shall be
my
your
tentacle.
tentacle.
Is his tentacle. The great eye is my eye. The spiky ball of Shuma-Gorath goes up to the chute.
So for anybody that doesn't shop with Calcus, we get this. I've been getting this a lot, especially now with this turtle stuff, because people are like, "Oh fuck, I guess I'm gonna like start buying their shit." Calcus has recently switched from free shipping to paid shipping, which means the shipping prices are all going to vary depending on the item. Plus, you get more options and to choose how you want to ship the item. I just got distracted for some reason.
Hey yo!
I feel at home. So under JoyToy, you can basically get everything right now. There's only a few items that are unavailable. Fuck off these pop-ups.
Yes, we learned the hard way yesterday. I've spoken to TJ Gremlins, and he learned the hard way that you cannot get Bebop and you cannot get Shredder.
Yeah, but if this means anything, they'll be back, because these are pre-sales on items that have already sold.
Right.
This is already sold, so they're just coming back. They're getting them in stock again to fulfill the desires of new customers. What?
Right. Sorry, this comment made me laugh. Yes, John, please continue.
What comment? What did I miss?
Prima Nocta. You missed the Prima Nocta comment.
Oh. I don't know what that means.
You know Prima Nocta from Braveheart? The guy's like, what do you say? Something, I something Prima Nocta, or I invoke Prima Nocta. He was sleeping with the wives of the people, of the Scottish people. It was very traumatic. They took over Scotland in Braveheart, and the fucking English guy would show up, and he's like, I'm going to sleep with your wife. And you just had to take it until William Wallace came in and killed everyone. You know, that's at the end of Braveheart, murders everybody on the other team.
Jesus.
That's how that movie ends.
Never seen it. No, I've seen it. It's just been a long ass time. I don't memorize everything about movies like you do.
But that's not every. That's the.
Yeah, but you watch a movie, or like review something that comes from some pop culture. Simpsons, you're like firing off quotes from specific episodes.
because The Simpsons is like,
it's just burned into your brain.
What happened?
It's just burned into your brain. It's crazy.
Yes, it is. It is. It's burned. It's but especially like that movie is fucking like Braveheart is got to be like a top 10.
Yeah.
Top 10 movie, bro. Real quick, John, before you go on, treasure on my plaza with another $10 right here. Said
It's a lot of AI in this image, by the way.
oh, that whole background.
Yeah,
Pink
fuck.
Tenor Batmobile, the JoyToy figures are close to that size. Ooh. John, what are some other thank you by the way, Trash on My Plastic, because this $10 will go to the Church of Shuma-Gorath. But I also want to say, what are some other properties? I mentioned Ghostbusters when you were away, only because I was thinking of the car and how,
Yeah, yeah,
obviously
yeah,
it's like,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
like TMNT is a franchise, maybe give love to like something that's not a franchise, like Ghostbuster. What are something like what's like a dream scenario of like if Joy Toy made this Batman is a good one. Trash Around My Plastic, that's his idea, but like or he invoked that. But like what's one where you like, oh my god, this would be a great property for
Well, this
Joy
is
Toy?
interesting because, like, the human characters that they make for this line, I'm just kind of like, nah. The April's pretty fun. Casey Jones doesn't do anything for me. They're like totally different builds because they're so skinny, like arms and stuff. I get wowed by the big beefy boys, so I would want them to focus on bigger, beefier things or the vehicles. And the Batman stuff, I think the vehicles would be awesome. I don't know that I would care for the human-based characters. Like
Oh,
if they
okay.
did a jacked up Batman, then that could work. But the thinner they make the things, the less like the hands start to scale a little weird. And I'm less interested.
Yeah, you have a point. Like like Turtles has a lot of big characters, like big fun
Yeah,
characters. People are mentioning Thundercats. Don't tempt me, guys. Don't fucking tempt me. I mean, really anything that's not Super Seven, Thundercats. I'd be on board with, but like Joy Toy making that. But yes, you are right. Like these do real well also because like they're giant. I mean, look, they're big fun characters too.
yeah.
Um, Toy Toy Street Sharks, Toy Farces here. What's up, buddy? Um, yeah, so this Krang is just so good. Um, yeah, Calcus. That's where I get a lot of third party stuff. People ask me sometimes because I'll get stuff on Calcus, I'll get some stuff on Bombaspi,
Yep.
and you can hit the links. I'll not. I won't put up any comments for a bit. You can support either John or me. We do promo for these guys. I found Calcus before I even started doing any um, promos for them because they brought my shit pretty reliable. So my I had a lot of good experiences with them and but do your own research. I say this to people like in terms of third party stuff, do your own research if there's a place that you like better. I'd rather like somebody the other day was like, oh, I found this for like $5 less on some place and I never heard of the place. That's fine, but like I don't know that place. Like it's not, like there you have it's I'd rather pay whatever I'd rather pay $5 more and I this is a reliable place because like there's some questionable like third party websites out there. There's one, I'll blow up their spot. What the fuck is the name of this place? Berry, and like I ordered something from them like a year ago. I can't communicate with them. I finally just got like a credit card chargeback. But just do your research when it comes to like third party or like import shit. Okay, find a place, and if it's reliable, that to me is worth the money.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all.
Plus, like obviously shop around, do whatever's best for you. If it's a trusted store, buy it. They're on AliExpress. Calcus has an AliExpress store. It's just under a different name, but often you'll see like one of their images that have their Calcus logo on it. But the thing is with Calcus, I would say that one of the most surprising things beyond the fact that they actually communicate with their customers and like resolve problems is the fact that they package stuff so nicely that inbox collectors can buy with confidence from this company because the shit is wrapped sometimes like 3 levels. So I
Yeah,
would have no concerns buying something from Calcus, getting it shipped direct to you from Asia, and then being like, "Yeah, I'm an inbox collector. It's fine."
yeah, exactly. Too much new toy said. Every time Hatter says bomb us be like that, a piece of me dies. I mean, if enough pieces of
Bombosby, you've said Bombosby, Calcus. There's another one that you recently have said real weird. And I'm like, oh, where did this come from?
Sorry. Jeez,
All
guys,
right.
this fucking pronunciation police. You and too much
Well,
toy.
not like any of us really fucking know. I
How do you know?
early on messaged Calcus and was like, "How do you say the name of your store?" And I spelled out KOW space KISS, and they said yes, and sent an emoji of a cow with a kiss afterwards.
Oh, God. Okay. Well, there you
Um,
go.
so that's how I knew it. And then you say Duarte Studios, and I was like, no, it's like Duarte because even the logo says art in the middle, like highlighted, and I think it's just like Duarte. And then I talked to him in person because also his name is Brian, but it's like Brian Duarte, whatever his last name or something. So he's like, I was like, so is it Duarte or Duarte? And he was like, either one. And I'm like, fuck, I wanted to be right.
Whatever. I pronounce things the way I want. Okay. Is 5K picking this up? I don't think so. I don't think 5K fucks with Joy. John would know better than I do.
I know they got the turtles, but I don't recall anything after the turtles with 5K toys. Plus, because I've just locked in with Calcus, like here, like I used to use 5K all the time. I still use them for some things. They, especially since the tariffs, have been like 1 to 2 months behind on everything, and it's mostly because they ship to the US and then distribute, which really sucks for people internationally. Like people all the time I'm seeing are buying from 5K Toys, but they're international. So they're waiting for the product to get shipped to the US, then distributed from the US back across where if you buy from like
Right.
any of these like Bombasby, Calcus, AliExpress, they're coming directly from the source. You're going to get it faster and it's cheaper. I mean, shipping is definitely cheaper. All of these options except for 5K. 5K has been pretty wild with their shipping, especially since the tariffs. Not only are they delayed, but it's like you get something, you do that second payment later on, and the second payment's more than you thought sometimes because of tariffs. Which whatever. But then you don't know what the shipping is going to be until you've purchased the product. So I've
I
been seeing a lot
never
of like
get
12
my
and $15 shipments, and I just don't. Yeah, I unless it's something really unique and it was the first place or something, and I just know it's trusted and I haven't seen it elsewhere. I have slowly been leaving them behind.
yeah. I never get my shit at 5K anymore. I've had some frustrating experiences with them.
Yeah.
Um,
Look, as
this
far as the brand
local
goes, you can get it in a ton of places. Even Nerdzoic will get these things in. But just remember that, like, if you're buying from a US based site, the prices are definitely going to be higher
right.
than buying them from Asia. Now, Calcus doesn't always have the best pricing on stuff. So I'm selective of what I want to like promote with them.
Yeah.
Remember, we have promo codes that will take 6% off of whatever you're seeing here. So you got to consider that on top of. But if you're just on Calcus, I would say the Haya Toys, JoyToy, those are two incredible brands to shop with from this company. But if you start getting into like this guy, I think he's pretty expensive, $94. I think all of the
Isn't that the going rate for that guy though? Or
maybe I just yeah, so maybe that's not a fair one to say, but things
I
like
think their Meditoy stuff is pretty well priced too.
I'm not even seeing some of the other brands here. Some of the Dragon Ball stuff. Let's just type in Goku and see.
Are the
Some of these
motorcycles
like
sold out?
this is crazy expensive. $180 for this. That's wild. $116 for this guy. That's pretty expensive. Especially you get into like the third party things, their prices start to get a little crazy. These seem pretty fair. But yeah, so not everything on this website is a great price. But the JoyToy, definitely
Right.
the highest stuff. They've been like before when Calcus was new to me, it was the word was like they're the place that people get their higher stuff, especially for
Yeah.
Um,
I I'll pay a little more if it's a reliable place like Calcus, but if it's like a lot more like that Dragon Ball, if it's like a I don't know, a big difference, then yeah, obviously shop around. I need JoyToy to re-release their motorcycles so I can get them for Bebop and Rocksteady. Dude, if you can get those motorcycles, I got my Bebop on the motorcycle. I have that other motorcycle coming in. And they fit great. Also, I have April and Splinter in the double motorcycle, and they look great. So that's the other thing that I love about this line is it mix and matches with the already existing JoyToy vehicles that are like really fun. Like the April and Splinter look perfect. If you go watch the review I did, they look perfect on that double motorcycle.
Yeah, and I think that's like the 1/18 scales stuff you can mix and match too, like the Acid Rain figures, which I've reviewed on here. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. It's not even just JoyToy. Here we go, the Acid Rain. If you want some like kind of
Acid Rain
military
is
stuff.
Be careful with Acid Rain. Acid Rain is an people tell me is another it's like a rabbit hole. Look at that arcade. Oh my god, is that an arcade mech, John?
I've never seen this thing, but this is awesome.
John, why'd you show me that?
I'll leave. There's a lot of mechs and things, but a lot of just cool characters too. So if you want to like bring stuff in, now you got like Last Ronin April. So yeah, a lot of cool things. Again, not everything is a great price on here. We just gotta, you know.
Brian Brink says 5K screwed me on a Gandalf pulled a Walmart type cancellation. Yeah, they've done that to me plenty of times. Well, there'll be cancellation and then cancellation reason, and then I hit them up and they'll give me some like I have not had. I think John has had a better relationship with 5K. I have not had good experiences with 5K toys. So you know, but I don't know, maybe, you know, I'm just giving you my own experience. Trash Round Plastic with a super chat, 2 USD. Bionic 6 would be perfect because of Bionic Part. Ooh, yes.
By the way,
that is true. Yeah.
This is how you'll get the Spider-Man. Since they canceled it in the US, this is how you'll be able to get this Spider-Man. By buying.
So BBTS doesn't have this anymore? Or the local,
right. Any US store that people were pre-ordering through now have to cancel all those orders because the license isn't available in the US for Spider-Man.
Yeah. Dude, when this thing went up on
this is how you'll get it, because you're not, it's just like JoyToy is not licensed in the US, so you can't buy it from a US store, even though eventually like Nerdzoic gets a handful of stuff. This is you're buying it, you're bypassing basically the license.
Right. This Spider-Man looks so fucking good, dude. Gundam is another good one. FYI. Good people over there. Love to hear the name of your guy. Oh, I like this comment, John. Perry Slocum right here, friend of the channel. Love to hear the name of your guys' childhood comic book shop and arcade you used to go to. I'll answer for myself, Mr. Perry. We had 2 comic shops in Miami on 163rd Street, okay, which was a questionable kind of street. All right, it kind of grew up a little bit in a rough area, John. The first one, we had 2 comic shops. One was Tropic Comics, okay, and when you called up Tropic Comics, the guy would go, Tropic Comics. That's how he would answer the phone. You'd call up Tropic Comics and be like, hey, do you have a Youngblood #1? No, we sold out of that, and he hang up the phone on you. And then the other comic store, the cool comic store, was a place called Superheroes, and Superheroes was run by this guy named Glenn. And what was cool about Superheroes comics is Superheroes was right next to a Checkers, and if you ever been to Checkers, aka Rallies, you would know that they had the best French fries. They fucking seasoned the shit out of those fries, John.
I love a good seasoned French fry.
Oh my god, dude, so fucking good. So Superheroes was run by Glenn, and funny enough, Glenn was awesome, and so we would always go to Superhero Comics. But when Glenn went through some marital problems and got a divorce, Glenn grew a goatee and changed the name of his comics to Super Villains Comics. This is not a lie. He had a whole. He went dark.
Wow.
Like he got the symbiote and just became but superheroes, aka supervillains, always had a problem with Tropic Comics. They hated Tropic Comics, and I kind of hated Tropic Comics because Glenn and superheroes they were like the cool comic store. Tropic Comics were like your asshole comic store that always smelled like taco meat,
Ew.
and everybody there was just kind of like a jerk. Like the dude, every time you came into Tropic Comics, the dude's just reading a comic and just has a fucking attitude. Like, hey, do you guys, can I get this thing off the shelf? And this, that, like that kind of like energy.
It's like,
So Tropic
yeah,
Comics sucks.
it's you forgot that like I'm essentially writing your paycheck, buddy,
Yeah,
by buying your
exactly.
stupid shit.
Exactly. Dude, that guy would give so much fucking attitude. And in terms of arcade, my go-to arcade was a miniature golf place called Mini Golf. The super original name. Mini Golf was right on the edge, also 163rd Street, which also had the Toys R Us. 163rd Street, very popular street. And it was right on the edge of the highway. And my mother would take me to Mini Golf, and Mini Golf had some of the best games ever. But the other place I would go to, and it was a little bit of a drive on I-95 in Florida, was Grand Prix Racerama. And Grand Prix Racerama had a giant arcade, and you can go into go-karts, and you could fucking race go-karts with your friends. But I had no friends growing up because nobody liked me.
You had to draw your friends.
Yeah, I drew my friend. I would be in the go-kart. I'd be like, hey, Billy, I bet you can't beat me this time. But there would be nobody there. And like,
Little drawing of a stick figure.
Exactly.
You're so funny, Billy.
But yes, everybody has. I feel like everybody who was into comics growing up has some favorite comic store, some favorite arcade, or something.
Wow.
Love that question.
Yeah, we got a whole chunk of your life out of that question.
Yes.
There's not a lot that will
Oh my God, dude.
that will spike a memory like that.
No, that was a good one. Johnny, you ever eat like a good, like a nice thing of Rally's fries or Checkers fries? Oh my God. So
honestly, I couldn't even
good.
tell you the last time I had a Rally's. It's been for fucking ever, man. I mean, of course, I grew up in like West Virginia, so we ended up getting one at one point. I don't know. There's so many things like kind of come and go in that state. So I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, it's true. Quip, I'm too old for that BS. Someone at comic store is copying that too. I'll just turn right around. Oh yeah. I mean, now it's like you just like fuck this old piece of shit. but like back then you're like a kid, and it's just like you always feel. I don't know. When I was a kid, I always felt like I was at the mercy of like asshole adults because like, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? But like then, once you turn into like a teenager, the high tea, you're just like, yeah, fuck this guy.
Yeah,
I'm never
especially if you like Confrontation and you want to like call him out for it.
Oh, dude, I love
Confrontation. I went into, where was this? Fuck. There was a pizza place that I had walked into and it was dead. There was like nobody there. And I just wanted to get like a by the slice thing. It was like a lunch purchase.
Mm-hmm.
And some guy was sitting at a table and had his computer out and kind of like facing the door on his laptop. And I'm like, I kind of look up and I'm like, oh, there's nobody here. And I'm just thinking and kind of looking around. And the guy goes, hey, what'd you need? And I was like, well, I was just wanting to order some food, which is kind of like an obvious thing. What am I here for, right?
Order food.
I was just wanting to order food. I just didn't know if you guys did buy the slice. Oh, yeah. Just let me know what you want. And then just was like, and I was like, kind of waited there. And he just sat there. And I was like, you know what? Since I don't want to bother you while you're on your laptop while I just wanted to get food that helped your business. So I'm just going to go.
Yeah. No, that's the proper, if I come into your store and I feel like I'm on your time, it's not good, John.
Right.
Such a thing as customer service. Okay.
Yeah,
Hey,
you're the
go
only guy here. You're on a laptop, I assume, doing business,
yeah.
crunching numbers. Oh, we need to sell more by the slices. While he's so occupied in that, he missed the opportunity to. He didn't realize that he's the problem all along.
Right. Right. Yeah. You showed him, John.
Yeah.
And that
And then,
man went on to become
Supervillain Comics.
sure. Um, John, did you frequent a lot of arcades when you were but a wee lad?
Yeah, we had a place called Tilt.
Well, that's a good name.
Yeah, pretty
So,
good name. It was at the
yeah.
mall. Pretty big chunk of the corner. And yeah, I love that place, man. We just go to the mall just to go to the arcade. And fucking loved it.
I love mall
Loved it.
arcades.
Time Crisis. That was my jam. I'd love because the pedal and because the gun actually like had the like
Yeah,
cocking
yeah.
mechanism.
John, I don't know if I told you this story. Oh yeah, Time Crisis is so much fun. You know they have an arcade one-up for Time Crisis?
Yeah.
Um, one of my like I don't know why this was so funny. There's an arcade in a mall I used to go to in fucking Broward, and which Broward is kind of like the lame. People from Miami are cool. People from Broward are just like you're from Shelbyville, right? But me and my buddy, we used to go to this one arcade, and I remember we were playing. I forgot what we were playing, like Karate Champ or some shit. And there was like these three bullies, and they were, I'm telling you, dude, they were something out of like Karate Kid. You know, they were like these three just goofy. Like if you saw them now, you'd be like, these guys are fucking goofy. You know what I mean? But at the time, I was probably 13, and they were probably 15 or 16, which is a difference. A 15 or 16-year-old could fuck you up. You know what I mean? And I remember we were playing some game, and these three guys came in, and they were doing the equivalent of like, I don't remember the dialogue, but they were doing the equivalent of like, what do we got here? What are you guys playing? Like, like just being dicks. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And so they were doing that shit to us, and like we are like, yeah, whatever, blah blah blah, and like, and then like, they one got distracted and they ended up going somewhere else, and then my buddy told the arcade guy, was probably some 22-year-old big
Right.
Hawaiian
Right.
dude. Yeah, but like long hair, big fucking Hawaiian. Like you don't fuck with this guy. And we're like, hey, these guys, like, we're kind of like fucking with us or whatever. And one of my funniest memories, I hope I'm like, I hope I'm going to express this in a way that's funny to visualize. But like we kept on playing some games, and we were playing. I remember the game we were playing after that. We were playing Golden Axe, or he was watching me play Golden Axe, and again these three motherfuckers come in, and they come in, and I remember the guy goes, he's like, well, and he's like, hey, what's it, like, arms out, and immediately the big Samoan guy's like, no, get out, and like all their energy just completely died, and they just had to leave. Like all his like bravado of like, well, and he immediately he's like, no, you're gonna get out, and it was so funny seeing this douchebag just get fucking alphaed by this guy, and I was like, it was great. I'll never forget his face just walking in with his arms out. Hey, fucking dumb redneck from Davy, fuck. I like you. How do you like that? I hope his whole life changed after that. You pick on your 16-year-old hanging out in arcades, picking on 13-year-olds. Fuck you.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah, fuck that guy.
All of that confidence. That Samoan dude just was like, fuck out.
Well, it's a happy ending. I like that.
I loved it. He had so much confidence, and he literally just got pulled by the collar and thrown the fuck out of the arcade. You're not gonna do Karate Kid. You're not Johnny Lawrence, buddy.
Right.
This isn't Karate Kid. And now, guess what? You don't get to go to the arcade. He's probably still trying to get into that arcade.
I do like that story. I do like a flash forward, and it's like the gate's down. He can see through the gate, and it's just there's like maybe two machines in there. There's a lot of junk on the floor and dirt, and like some of the drop ceiling is gone, and there's like wires hanging down. It's like it hasn't been in business for 20 years.
Right. Oh,
It's
I'm
like,
sure.
let me
I'm
fuck
sure.
in. But his face is still plastered behind the counter.
Oh yeah,
Don't let him in.
absolutely. And the same guy is there, but he's just like an older. He's like an older Hawaiian guy now, and he's just like, I remember you from the, he's just like, he's putting his glasses on. I'm like, remember me? I was playing in the arcade. I was a little kid.
Yeah, and he's like, teach me. Teach you what?
Teach
How to
you
be tough.
fuck off. Robot reviews with the $5. For me, it was all about Neo Geo Metal Slug game. Ooh, I love some. I never had a Neo Geo, but I love Metal Slug at the arcade and Area 51 to this day. I still say reload the exact same way from the game. LOL.
Dude. Oh man, Area 51. I fucking loved that game too because I loved the aliens and stuff. All right. Thank you for the $5, whoever that went to. I'm gonna do this. We're gonna do fuck your shelf with your stupid fucking figures. I changed the name. I don't know if I announced that anywhere.
New name for the show, John. Fuck your shelf with your stupid fucking figures.
Yeah.
I like that.
There's you cannot be confused when we pull up and go, what time is it? It's time to fuck you and your stupid shelf and those fucking figures.
Remember how we had Pixel Dan on, and Pixel Dan was trashing the guy?
God, it was great. We should
Wes,
get out of there, so people know that we exist. I'm going to pull this up. Oh,
just have Wes.
This is it's recent enough that it's an only one image thing, so that's good. Let me do all this. Remove, save, tab, new. There we go.
Ooh.
This.
Thanks, buddy. Oh, the stories of our lives. Okay. I'm gonna. All right. What's
I'm so into this, but I would much rather go take a piss than talk about this. So let's make this quick.
John, just go. Like in Dumb and Dumber. Just go, man.
Just go. Ah, so warm.
So warm.
Okay, I mean, good use of this.
Go ahead. How did you hone in on that? How did you see that? John has an eye for detail that he immediately catches. He's very talented at immediately catching a tiny detail, and which would take me 1 hour exactly to see. So
yeah, you put it there if this was your dial, and then forget that it was there.
Yes, exactly.
So
actually, this is my dial. I sent this in.
I am so. You really did yourself a disservice by painting the front of the board on the bottom, but not on the sides. So I'm like, it's really like I have yet to look at anything beyond the bug because I'm so distracted by the brown edge on the sides.
Right. I mean, look, I will say this. I'm all for going to PetSmart and buying a turtle or chameleon or lizard cage and putting figures in it. It's a move. It's definitely a move, John. And getting some fake plants and putting around it. But like, I think the thing that bothers me the most, that really bugs me, and it essentially makes this whole thing worthless, is that how much of a threat could that frog be if Shredder isn't even pointing his gun at him?
Now, that's an interesting thing you just said. What?
I'm saying narratively, this doesn't work.
What are we really thinking here based on what is the storyline? Because it's definitely not Shredder trying to control him, right?
No, or maybe this is supposed to be some reconciliatory thing that's happening where he's like, you know what, arms down, because this is like
yeah.
I don't understand the storyline.
This is a quiet moment from Shredder that we've never seen before, where he's really just being like, "It looks like your anger is taking control of you. Have you thought about what is actually making you angry?"
he tries to psycho analyze him.
Yeah. Perhaps reflecting on your inner anger.
Yes.
Yeah, now do this guy. You do this guy.
uh, I forgot what he sounds like in my brain.
The owls kind of sound real stupid, don't
Yeah,
they?
yeah. Don't they sound like a bunch of like fucking like backwater like
Yeah.
hillbillies, basically?
Yeah, they don't really sound like they're on the bayou. Um Now you can do one of these guys. I fucked it up.
Yeah.
Which one do you want to do?
Hey, hey, boss. I don't know. They all sound like
Good.
they both sound like that.
It's pretty good.
Hey, hey, boss.
uh I will say, like, Napoleon Bonafrog or whatever his name is this is like this is stage appropriate layout. You got to think about your displays as if you're watching theater. You're an actor on the stage. Let the audience see your performance. Don't hide it in your profile like these two idiots. Yeah, so this is good. Now, angle these guys and cheat them a little bit. So you'd push him back a little bit, push him forward just a tad, and then you tilt them at an angle. Now we can see the stage performance and all of the characters evenly.
Right, right, John. It's all about
This-
theater, and
Yeah, so I'm fucking pissed because you spent all this time making a theater display, clearly. I mean, this guy's probably builds sets for theaters based on what I'm seeing here.
yes.
But he doesn't know how actors stand.
By the way, I do have to peel back the curtain that I do like this.
I know.
I like a good swamp, but we're supposed to shit on it. I mean, that's kind of
That's the whole point.
you know.
Like, yeah, all right. Well, it's executed really well. We all know that. We all saw it. Everybody in the chat was like, "Oh, what are they going to do here? Because this is actually good, and it looks like an episode of this cartoon."
Also, John, you have to pee.
I have to pee.
When John has to pee, we gotta. I already know that that's code for I gotta wrap it up. Even though I had 10 more things to talk about, John.
About that.
Well, no, not with this, but just other stuff. But I guess
We'll do
we'll
one
do that
more.
next time. We got to talk about stupid Tron. We got to talk about there's a bunch of stuff. But
That's too much. Ugh, fucking Tron.
are you doing another
Fucking
one?
Tron. All right. Action Figure Alliance. Nice. We're gonna pow this one up. See what we've got here. This is way back in March. One photo. Let me do all the things I need to do here. One of these days, it's gonna be a photo that I can't show somebody, but so far so good.
Oh,
Okay. Wow.
oh boy, this is gonna be very this is gonna be very challenging.
Is it?
Oh man,
Is this challenging?
no, fuck this shelf. This is the
This
worst.
is why people only collect one scale. They're like 1/12 scale only or 1/6 only, because now you have this like, okay, what? This is like a 172 scale in the middle. Then there's 1/6 scale, 1/10 scale. Like, what the fuck is happening?
I mean, John, you're committing to the bit. Me being impressed is trying to die down so I could I bet you if I look at those comics, there's something wrong there. I bet
All
I
right,
can't
we'll
see.
zoom in and we'll look at them soon.
Yeah.
But this is just like first reaction. What are we thinking? What are we feeling? I mean, there's some pretty decent balance with like Masters of the Universe.
I know. That's the first thing I noticed.
It's unbalanced down here. With what's happened? Also, this is like you're not a collector. You're not a collector because there's shelf space. It's
Oh,
presented. It's presentable. Like there's room to put more things. If anybody watching this live stream, including the two of us, because we are actively watching ourselves live stream,
yes. I watch back myself every day.
all of these would be on one shelf, like one section. You'd be like, "Fuck, I got to stop buying horses because I can't fit it anymore in here." And you'd have to like you want to like pull this one out and like maybe redo it or like clean it off a little
Right.
bit, but you're like knocking everything over because they're all touching. That's a real collect. This is somebody that's just like they kept getting gifts, and then at some point they were like, "You got to stop buying me gifts," and they did.
Yeah, there's a little bit of Patrick Bateman to this collection too.
Oh yeah, because there's no
Yeah,
dust on these shelves either.
yeah. There's a little it's like a Patrick Bateman that kills other collectors. Like, he brings collectors to his house, and he's like, "Take a look at my collection. I've amassed a good deal of things ranging from Mondo to GI Joe Classified, and I've created a nice symmetry." And then he fucking
Yeah,
like.
yeah. He's like, I've actually typed them in alphabetical order on this paper. Ooh, this is really nice paper.
Yeah, and then he
Also,
corrodes you.
like, hey, Alan, like, why'd you vacuum? Right? Did you vacuum right before you took this photo? Did you dust right before you took this
Yeah,
photo?
he
I don't
no,
know
he
what's
did.
worse.
He
Is
did,
it
for
worse
sure.
that he would have vacuumed because you can see the lines in the carpet? Is it worse that Alan would have vacuumed and dusted before taking the photo, or that he does it all the time?
Yeah, yeah, no, you're right. John, I think you landed on something. This guy might be a narc. This dude might not be this might be a narc that might even have a channel pretending that he's like this collector, but he's not really a collector.
Well, this is Action Figure Alliance. Now, a lot of us are familiar with this channel.
Well, Action Figure Alliance would say, of
Yeah.
course, that that he's but there's something fishy here, dude. There's something that's going on. Like, what does that say? Pockets, robots.
Rockets, robots, ray
Oh,
guns.
rockets, robots, ray.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Nice AI poster.
Yeah, that's an AI poster. I'll know immediately. Let's take a look. What does he have here? Star Lord, two Star Lords, a Hulk, Shogun Warriors. Look they're all 9.8s.
And a 9.6 and a
Dude,
9.4.
what's that one all the way on the right?
Well, it's Satan spelled wrong. So just lost a point for that.
Something's going on with this guy, dude.
Let's see here. We got also like what is it? What are we doing here? With our choices here. So we got Iron Man, we got Avengers, Thing, Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, Eternals, Spider-Man again, but with the Punisher, Batgirl. She's sandwiched between the New Mutants and then Swamp's Thing, and then Titan. Like, excuse me, but maybe I'm new to comics and the characters, but we have Batgirl sandwiched between two Marvel Comics things.
Yeah, you have the first appearance of Punisher, and then the first appearance of Deadpool, sandwiching some Batgirl comic. Like, John, those are pivotal comics. The first appearance of Punisher and Deadpool are sandwiching some Batgirl comic.
Which
And
maybe
you know what? This 100% is a narc. I'll tell you why. Because none of the figures below these comics represent what's in these comics. There's no, there's no Marvel. There's nothing, right?
God,
There's
you
nothing.
just cracked it, man. This is like watching The Residents or like one of those whodunit things. And this is like at the very end, and you're like, okay, I know who done it. And we're all gathered around and we've been trapped in here for hours. And you're like, yes, one might think the display is quite extravagant. You'll notice quite a range of characters.
Right.
Marvel, DC, there's the Four Horsemen with their mythic legions.
Right. It's like Knives Out.
Yes.
Right.
Upon further investigation, I found that the comics which he so desperately loves have not been represented in any form of the figures below.
Oh, I like
Now,
that.
this was the first red flag.
And then he's kind of like, no, I just thought, I just don't love the toy representations of those comics.
Well, one would think that could possibly be the case. However, we saw the details of this, which were clearly not accurate to the representation of the comic based on the scaling and articulation.
And then he pulls his gun like, all right, man, I did it. I'm a fucking narc, man. It just gets all crazy. All right, I'm seeing a lot of people correcting me, John. That was the first appearance of Harley Quinn, but hold on a second.
Right, but the problem is, like, it's DC squished in between two Marvels.
Okay, that's a problem too. But the first appearance of Harley Quinn, if we're being eventful, is on the Batman animated show. So it's like it doesn't have the same impact because that's the Batman animated series is the first time you saw Harley Quinn. That's the first time you saw her in a comic book. But those comics, that Punisher and that Deadpool, that's the first time you ever saw those fucking guys. Case closed. The murderer is Jonathan Maxwell. It's the killer.
It was me the whole time?
Yes, it was you.
I go, yes, I was wearing an Allen face mask.
It's hip to be square. That's what you hear as you die, as you get corroded to death. You're just, the last thing you see is that Batgirl comic.
Oh God.
Hold on. Wait. Am I wrong about this?
What?
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Hold on. Eddie is saying no in the animated comic before the show, dude. Hold on a second.
Look this up, though.
Let's look it up. I need some cross-reference here. If I'm wrong, I'll say I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I will say I'm wrong.
Harley Quinn's first appearance was in the September 11, 1992 episode of Batman the Animated Series titled Joker's Favor. This debut created by Paul Dini and Boyd Kirkland. First appearance, Batman Animated Series Joker's Favor. Date, September 11th.
Okay.
Ooh, 9/11/1992.
There you go. Everyone in the chat, laugh at Eddie. Okay, because look at no. Look, Eddie's trying to get out of it. Look, he's trying to get out of it right there. He's going, don't trust me. I don't know. Eddie, you made a huge mistake.
Just like all comics, he's got to try new bits, and this one just didn't land, so he knows not to use it. Maybe rework it.
I know. God, Eddie, you fucked up. Damn it.
Hey, yeah. You guys like Batman? Yeah, Batman's it's a great, many great movies and a lot of really bad ones. Am I right? Right. Oh man, and Harley Quinn. Let me tell you, Harley Quinn has been making a big appearance. Not a lot of people know this. Her first appearance was in a comic. Oh, was it? It was a cartoon. Oh, we got a heckler. Do you actually know anything?
No, what? Eddie, shut the fuck up. It wasn't. It was in the Batman animated series. You suck, bro.
Anyway, so as I was saying, Batman, am I right?
Get this phony off the fucking stage.
Well, that's been my time. Thank you.
Oh man, Eddie just deleted his account. I just saw it said Eddie deleted forever.
Oh man. Wrecked.
Anyway, that felt good, John. Yes, so this is either AI or a narc, and never trust that guy ever. John, is there's a bunch of other shit to talk about. I guess we roll it over to the next thing, because I do want to laugh at Tron a little bit. I think we'd get a good 20 minutes laughing at Tron. We'll laugh at Tron.
Dude, I know, especially when we look at the back numbers, the number of backers.
Oh my God, it's gonna be so great. But you got to go. You got to make urine before you.
I've already made urine.
And that's it. That's it, everybody. We got to go. John wants to wrap it up. I wanted to go for another hour, but just blame it.
Give us a wrap.
It on John.
Give us a wrap.
Give us a wrap. Hey, that guy was a narc. Hey, what rhymes with narc?
Tony Stark.
Oh, Fark. Oh my God, look at all this